Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Um, this is a slide for disruptive behavior. We have discussed this on audio. So this is the slide. So I just read and recap a little bit in order to assist you with the slide behavior due to um, on this discussion we only have the audio without the slide. Alright, disruptive behavior, the definition. Uh, Disruptive behavior disorder involve consistent pattern of behaviors that break the rules. Young people of all age break some rules, especially less important ones. More serious oppositional behavior is normal part of childhood for children's 2 and 3 years. Characteristic of disruptive behavior. Behavior that relate to the classroom. Disruptive behavior may also involve aggressiveness, personality, and temperament of the child. Disruptive behaviors are learned gradually. Okay, there are 5 disruptive behavior. First one is disrupting group time, leaving the classroom, dropping object to create noise, running aimlessly, shouting in the class. Okay, disrupting group time. It includes any deliberate action such as making noises or causing the other interruption in the activities that upset group activities. The teacher as a group needs to identify the specific action that they consider disruptive to agree on a definition of the behavior. The child frequently disrupts group activities such as story time, music time, dance, or movement. Leaving the classroom includes any occasion when the child leaves out of the classroom without legitimate reason. Such behavior occurs on a repeated and frequent basis. Running aimlessly. It includes any incident in which the child runs about the room with no evidence, with no reason or purpose instead of taking part in games or activities. It is usually motivated by the need for attention. Another reason is that teachers may not give them an interesting activities or the setting of the classroom is too wide and empty. Shouting in a class. Shouting in a class includes any instance which the child raises his voice well above what is acceptable in the classroom. In addition to shouting, this may include yelling, shrieking, whooping, and other annoying loud noises. The child makes unnecessary noise in the school at inappropriate time and place. Dropping object to create noise. Dropping objects to create noise include many incidents in which child deliberately drop an object on the floor or other surface for the purpose of making noise. Objects may be dropped or thrust downwards from any height onto the floor or other surface. The interest area in which play is usually noisy should be carpeted. The block area must contain some kind of soft floor covering. Disruptive behavior definition. It involves the destruction of items such as furniture, doors, or toys, or by chewing. Causes include tendency and play aggression. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 destructive behavior: destroying the work of others, chewing object or pencil, defacing books and wall, wasting papers, breaking toys, throwing object clumsy with equipment, flushing object down into the toilet. Clumsy with equipment: child intentionally may sometimes use equipment in a reckless and in harsh way. This could cause the equipment to be malfunctioning or broken. Example: the child ruthlessly play with the radio or television, computer, and other electronic devices. Wasting papers: children may intentionally use a lot of plain papers not for a purpose of reasons. The child might tear the papers or deface on them. The best way to avoid such action is to control the amount of paper used by the children. Breaking toys: some children love to break toys and other playing devices in school. Children do this mainly because of their need to have fun and amusement, and also to serve their curiosity. Defacing books and wall. Defacing books and wall are normal to children under the age of preschool children, but it is considered as problematic behavior for the preschool and school age. The child may intentionally deface textbook, others' books, floor, and wall to get adults' attention. Chewing pencil or object. The behavior of chewing pencil or other stationeries is common and not to be perceived as a serious behavior problem. Sometimes it is known to be a habit of the children's, but still it is not appropriate behavior in a classroom. Throwing object. Children sometimes throw object in the classroom, against the wall or floor, or out of the classroom, which may result in the destructive of the object. However, it is important to point out that the object thrown is not targeted to the other person. Otherwise, it is considered as direct aggressive behavior instead of destructive behavior. Flushing object down into the toilet. Flushing out down into the toilet bowl is also a type of destructive behavior. The sound and spinning of the object flushing down will amuse the child. Teacher must make sure that child does not bring any object or item to the toilet. Destroying the work of others. This type of destructive behavior usually takes place in a school setting. The feeling of envy or jealous to others' work in a class may make them destroy others' work. Always remember, when we talk about destructive behavior, it does not involve the infliction or harm to the owner of the works, but simply the destruction of the owner's work alone. Example: defacing the drawing of classmate. And then causes of destructive behavior: number one, children's physical limitation; number two, attention seeking; number three, children's way of expressing anger; number four, children's way of seeking enjoyment and fun; number five, a child's way to explore for an answer; number six, children's naughtiness. Okay, that's all slide for disruptive and destructive behavior.